In several of my videos, I've talked about how I think that quality of life is better in Germany. I've mentioned how access to public spaces is important to having a higher quality of life. If you live in a city where there are lots of nice plazas, parks, and other green spaces, life can be so much better. Why? Because these are great places to exercise, to relax, and to reconnect with nature. Some research even shows that they promote greater happiness and health. Where I live in Berlin, there are more than 2,500 public parks. Of course, many of these are small spaces, but still, around 30% of the city is green space. For comparison, there's only one city in the US that comes anywhere close to the number of parks here, and that is, of course, New York City. They have around 2,400 parks with green spaces covering about 14% of the city. That's impressive, but only about half the amount of the green space found in Berlin. And for this reason, Berlin is widely recognized as being one of the greenest cities in the world. So in this video, we're going to shift our focus from Germany in general to Berlin specifically. We'll take a look at 5 of my favorite public spaces in Berlin to give you a better idea of what life is really like here. One quick thing to note is that I filmed most of the video for this on weekdays, so you won't see as many people in these places as you would on weekends. Okay, let's check them out. Los geht's! Viktoria-Luise-Platz is a beautiful small neighborhood plaza in Berlin's Schöneberg district with a large fountain in the middle of it. This plaza is extremely popular, particularly when the weather's really nice. Then, you'll find tons of people enjoying the lawns in the middle and sitting on the shaded benches around the perimeter. Viktoria-Luise-Platz revolves around this lovely fountain. There are some restaurants and cafes along its edge where it's really nice to sit and enjoy a drink with a great view of the park. Or you could lounge on the lawn in the plaza, like you'll see many people doing on the weekend. The trees along the park's edge also provide some nice shade for those who just want to take a seat and relax for a while. Another really nice thing about this park is all of the beautiful historic buildings you'll find around it. So, for all of these reasons, I think Viktoria-Luise-Platz is one of the best smaller parks to visit in Berlin. Treptower Park is a lovely waterfront park in Berlin's Treptow-Köpenick district. This large park runs along the Spree River, which is the main river that goes right through the heart of Berlin. On weekends, many Berliners come here to enjoy the wonderful waterfront setting and the park's excellent amenities. The first thing you notice when you come to Treptower Park is the harbor, or Hafen, along the Spree River. This is where many river cruises park their boats. This area also has many food stalls where you can grab a snack while you enjoy the waterfront. Further along the waterfront path, you'll find some great water views. There are also some nice flower gardens and a large fountain. If you go a little further, there's a nice beer garden with some terrific water views. There's even a little island that you can reach with this bridge that has a restaurant with outdoor seating and even more river views. And when you're done, you can just enjoy a nice stroll along the river. I highly recommend it. Mauerpark is a large neighborhood park in Berlin's Prenzlauer Berg district. The park's name comes from the section of the Berlin Wall, or Mauer, that's located here. This park is particularly popular with families that live nearby and bargain hunters from all over the city and beyond who come here for the weekly flea market on Sundays. As you can see, Mauerpark is a huge space, and there's lots to do here too. This amphitheater-like space turns into a full-blown karaoke concert on Sundays. If you bring your kids with you, you can take them to one of the playgrounds. There's even a nice calm forest you can wander through. For those that live nearby, you could also do some gardening here. Or you can climb the hill to see a section of the Berlin Wall with some colorful graffiti. If you're lucky, you might even find a graffiti artist at work here. And, as you can see, there are also plenty of places in Mauerpark to simply sit and relax. Park Am Gleisdreieck is another large neighborhood park that sits in two Berlin districts, Schöneberg and Kreuzberg. This park is named after the large train hub that used to be here. Because of its low size and location surrounded by dense residential neighborhoods, Gleisdreieck is a very popular spot for a wide variety of sports, including skateboarding, ping pong, and even beach volleyball. Now, let's take a look at the two parts of the park at Gleisdreieck, which are divided by train tracks. On the western side of the train tracks, you'll find large lawns, a large stepped wooden bench, ping pong tables, exercise equipment, a spot where kids love to zoom around on bikes and scooters, and the beach volleyball area. If you're hungry, there are also several cafes and a food stall here. And from here, you can see all the way to Potsdamer Platz too. On the eastern side of the train tracks, there's also a skate park, a graffiti wall, more benches, more large lawns, more cafes and another food stall, and a large playground. Walking through the park, you may also notice that there are old train tracks all over the place. These tracks are remnants from when this was a large rail yard. And, just in case that wasn't enough to see and do, you could also take a break from the great outdoors to check out the nearby German Technology Museum. I mean, what more could you possibly want? The Tiergarten, located in Berlin's Mitte district, is one of the largest parks in the city. Because of its central location, it's enjoyed by visitors who come from far and wide. This lovely patch of nature is an easy-to-get-to green refuge from the hustle and bustle of the surrounding city. The Tiergarten is not only the largest park in Berlin, it's also the second largest urban park in Germany after the English Garden in Munich. Like all of the other public spaces we've talked about here, the Tiergarten also has lots for you to do. First of all, it's located right next to some of the city's biggest attractions, like the Bundestag, Brandenburg Gate, the Jewish Memorial, and the Siegessäule, or Victory Column. The northern edge of the park runs along the Spree River, and this is also where the German Presidential Palace is located. Within the park, there are tons of trails to enjoy. There's a lake for boating, and a lovely beer garden right on the water. Oh, and you'll also find lots of animal statues all over the place, and a beautiful rose garden too. I think this park is more popular than any of the others in Berlin because it's such a great nature escape. There you have it, 5 of the best public spaces in Berlin. There are, of course, many other wonderful public spaces throughout Berlin and Germany that I'll explore in future videos, but that's it for now. I hope this has provided some insight into an important way that your quality of life might improve if you were to live here. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to be notified when I post new videos. Okay, I'll see you all again soon. Tschüss! Bis später!